Last night, the General's temple was ablaze with golden light. It lit up everything.
I saw it with my own eyes. The martial god was carrying someone in his arms when he walked into the light. I swear I'm telling the truth.
The person seemed to be wearing Hun Kingdom's armor. The martial god must have pitied us. Surely we'll win this war.
Oh, thank you, Martial God, for your protection. Thank you, Martial God, for blessing us.
Martial God, for blessing us.
You're already betraying me? And in this place no less. Aren't you afraid of the martial god's punishment? You're using a clay statue to identify the divine. Aren't you worried you might be mistaken? Pity I'm neither. I'm simply Rafayel. I'm not forcing you to believe me, so you can't force me to prove anything. However, I saved you. Not even a mortal such as yourself can deny it. You'll fulfill my request so long as it's reasonably within your capabilities. What if I want your life? So you know what it is. This is what can take your life. Who said I was going to take your life? You are my soul's anchor in this life, with 2 fish as our witnesses. Without your life as an anchor, I cannot stay in the mortal realm as a physical incarnation. You live well, and I exist. When your soul disappears, I return to oblivion's embrace. You've fought on the battlefield for only a decade, right? Yet you are more bloodthirsty than the martial god who has lived for 300 years. I'm merely borrowing a smidgen of your vitality. Your life isn't at risk. It's possible you'll also feel dizzy from time to time. You think this is a marriage you can negotiate a divorce out of? The ones with a soul covenant have their destinies bound. You said you're a soldier. On the battlefield, is there anyone more worthy of your devotion than the martial god? You need only to spare a little of your vitality. Capturing a mere general in the midst of an army? How is that difficult? That sounds like a threat. Now you believe I'm the martial god? Let's see if your faith will give you what you desire. Where is your general?
What? What kind of monster?
Is this the man you were looking for? Good. You weren't slow either. Are the horses ready? Only mortals use such tactics. For me. If I deal with everyone who gets in our way, no one will be a witness to our machinations. You're already outside? Those officials were actually willing to let the new blade-bearing general slip away? Military honors of the mortal realm mean nothing to me. You've already given me what I need. Take a guess. I've always lived life to the fullest, and I happened to meet someone interesting. Unfortunately, there is no boredom that needs to be cured. Do you want me to stay? Outside of helping you win a few more battles, of course. No one would choose this path unless they had no other choice. Then I'll stay so you can tell me about them. As long as it's what you want, my journey here will have been worthwhile. How much water did they add to wine after 300 years? You can still get drunk from this? What a curious question. Does your army have a prohibition on alcohol? Though this wine isn't worth drinking. Yes. And where did you hear that the martial god should sustain himself on incense smoke and dewdrops like a temple's statue? Well then, go on. Why don't you light some incense for me? I've lived amongst the immortals in the heavens. They drink more fiercely than any mortal, and their cuts of meat are bigger. Apart from living longer and having greater talents, they're no different from you. Oh? I'm the first god you've met. You only have my words to determine whether or not you should believe. You're not allowed to drink bad wine. I'll let you taste real liquor next time. Then will you drink with me to celebrate our next grand victory? Ideally, we're accompanied by fireworks lighting up boundless streets, and they burn throughout the entire night. Yes, it was 100 times more magnificent than this. Is that where you grew up? Do you want to set off fireworks in Hungling City? Do you want to set off fireworks in Hungling City? Fulfilling a wish isn't difficult, so long as the soul covenant between us endures.